I've campaigned for the Labour Party for like over 10 years now. And up until the snap election in 2017, when someone under the age of 30 was in front of me and I had a chance to talk to them about politics, I would do my best to get them engaged. But at the end of the day, when I had nothing on offer for them, you know what? Check out our manifesto. We're going to get rid of tuition fees because we're going to reform education. Your wages are going to be the best kind of wages you ever seen. We're going to give you access to careers that you ain't never thought imaginable. We're going to turn this world around, make sure that you got good pensions, well-paid jobs, and good terms and conditions in your workplaces, and support for you in the workplace through unions. That we're actually going to look at the laws that are in place and reform the way that things happen with the police. Up until 2017, that wasn't a possibility. But today, some apparently clever, probably self-asserted people have said that there was no massive youthquake, as they called it. Like, I ain't heard that before. These guys come up with some crazy names. That's why we got Brexit out here. They seem to think that there was no youthquake in 2017. Nah, there wasn't a youthquake. There was an energy, there was a movement, there was an actual manifesto that young people could believe in. I don't call it a youthquake, I call it democracy in action. Young people believing in something. Young people believing in a manifesto, believing in a leader, believing in a party that they believe will make a difference for them and change society around them. So you can believe all you want to believe when it comes to these clever people in suits who pay themselves a lot of money out of probably our taxes when they say young people weren't voting, because you know the young people were voting for Labour. And when I was out campaigning last year, I was knocking on doors with different groups and we'd have young people coming up. They'd be like, oh, is that MP? Like, I remember one sticks in my head when we was in Bury North, James Frith. And this young guy come up, he must have been about 20. He's like, oh, you're the guy standing for Labour. Can I get a photo with you? And then another time we're in Blackpool North and there's my guy, Chris Webb, and there's young people coming up going, oh, hi, oh, can we get a picture with you? We're going to vote for you. We've never voted before. My man's going up into colleges and everything. He's talking to young people, engaging with them, giving them an opportunity to have a say in the politics that are about to happen. The Labour Party went round the country, into school halls, into libraries, into all kind of different locations and spoke to everyone from the ages of 16 all the way up. And they were asking them their opinions. And that was the first time that they've engaged. And that's the difference that happened in 2017 with Jeremy Corbyn's leadership, John McDonnell as the People's Chancellor. We saw some people who cared about young people, cared about the future of this country, and weren't bothered about keeping themselves in a tight, nice little position like the Tories are. Now let's look at what the Tories and the Lib Dems have had to offer and why they're not getting any ratings with young people. They've increased tuition fees, they've ruined the NHS, they're demolishing schools, there ain't even no libraries left. Young people ain't got nowhere to go while they're in their teens. There's no youth clubs about. So when these rich, self-certified, clever people tell you there was no youthquake, look at the facts and look at what really happened. Because if you really want to get down to it, they admitted their sampling wasn't that great. Believe we can make change. Believe we can make a difference. Get out of here, Theresa May.